All right, my apologies. I'm back, and I think we've finished our paradox going to the right. So now we're going to do that going to the left, again, starting in the center and going a little off from the original line that we're following and just rotating around and doing the same thing. And we just keep going. If you need to keep rotating, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. All right. And then on to the next one. So we're just spiraling inward. It's pretty tight, but that's okay. All right. So we have this we have paradox in there, which I love paradox because depending on which direction you go in, you can end up with these really cool shapes inside. All right. So now I am going to do, we have the space in this area as well. It's almost like a ribbon. So I am going to pick a color from my felt tip pens. I'm trying to think like, I want to do very different colors, like opposite colors. So let's see. I've got an orange. You can choose any color you want. And I'm gonna run, because this reminds me of a ribbon, I'm gonna run little stitches along that area. And then this ribbon would turn down. I've got stitches coming down here, maybe a stitch there. Jump over this one, and we're gonna keep going over here. And again, jump over and keep going over here. Rotate. Ooh, losing my pencil. And come down the ribbon. Jump over to the other side. All right, so we're back where we started. We've got one filled in. And then I'm going to choose a different color. I think I will go with a light green. Tempting to go with like a light blue, but I'm going to go with a light green today. And I'm going to do the same thing for this other ribbon. Down here. Jump over the other ribbon. Rotate. So again, I'm keeping things pretty simple, but I just wanted a little bit of color, and I also wanted to make use of these areas just to add a little bit of embellishment. All right, so we're all the way around and we have our different ribbons, and then we have paradox in the center. And now it's time for our shading. So I am going to start with Gosh, I think I'll shade these ribbon areas. So, and I'm sure there's different ways to shade this, but putting a little graphite there on all of them, being consistent. And then I'm going to put a little graphite under, just like that. All right, we made that all the way around. And I can put a little graphite in the center here. And then I'm also going to put a little bit around these. Do you see how these curve in? So for all of these curves, I'm going to add just a tiny bit. And it's going to be alternating which way it goes. But just where it goes in a little bit. And it's just very light pressure, not adding much. And then I'm also going to add graphite around the outer edge. All right, and then we need our tortillon. And I like to start in the center and work my way out. Maybe you like to start out and work in. But I'm just getting all of these little areas here. Make sure I got everything. All right, so we added a little bit of shading there. And then we've got our shading on these areas. Kind of bringing that up the ribbon a little bit. And then we're going to also blend out these areas. Okay. So that is our cute little, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, Cochombrós. And there's an accent there, Cochombrós. So it's very cute. I'm gonna put my initials on there, in there somewhere. Let's see, is there a space? I'm just gonna put it in here like that. Just kind of work it into the piece. And I already pre-filled because I wanted to make sure I had got the spelling right. So we're on Inktober Tangles Day 8. I am a day late, so I did this on the 9th. And it's C-O, Chom, C-H-O-M, Bros, B-R-O-S, with an accent over the O, by Tania Ferriol Jover, CZT. Thank you, Tanya. And a big shout out to Stephanie Jennifer for putting this event together. It's fun. I enjoy doing it every year, and I hope you're enjoying it too. And I hope we're all learning something new and having fun while doing it. All right. Thanks for following along. I'll see you soon for day 9. Take care. Love you guys. Bye.